What happens if a seller breaches the contract? Have you ever wondered what occurs when a seller does not follow through on a real estate contract? It can be a frustrating situation for buyers, but knowing your options can make a big difference. When a seller breaches a contract, it means they have failed to meet their obligations as outlined in the agreement. This could happen if they refuse to sell the property, miss important deadlines, or do not provide necessary documents. So, what can a buyer do in this situation? There are several legal remedies available. First, buyers can seek monetary damages. This means they can ask for financial compensation for any losses caused by the breach. For example, if a buyer had to spend money on finding a new property or incurred legal fees, they could seek reimbursement for those costs. Another option is specific performance. This is a legal remedy where a court orders the seller to fulfill their obligations under the contract. This remedy is particularly common in real estate transactions because each property is unique. Monetary damages may not fully compensate the buyer for losing the specific property they wanted. For specific performance to be granted, the contract must clearly outline the terms of the sale, and the buyer must be ready to complete their part of the agreement. If the breach is severe enough, the buyer may choose to cancel the contract altogether. This is known as cancellation and restitution. In this case, both parties would return to their positions before the contract was signed. This option is typically considered when the breach is significant and warrants voiding the entire agreement. For real estate investors, understanding these options is essential for managing risks. It is important to document everything related to the transaction. Keeping records of all communications and agreements can support a legal case if necessary. Consulting with a lawyer can also provide guidance on the best course of action based on specific circumstances and local laws. Finally, assessing the financial impact of the breach is crucial. Buyers should evaluate whether seeking monetary damages or pursuing specific performance is the better choice for their situation. Knowing how to respond to a seller's breach can help mitigate losses and ensure successful transactions in the future.